Yeah. But yeah, me and who else?
Rogan.
Okay.
Who's that?
Joe Rogan.
Joseph Rogan?
Yeah, he's out of Texas.
Oh, Texas. Got it.
Yeah.
I got it. Got it.
Yeah. You love Austin, don't you?
He's running half the planet out of Texas.
Yeah.
He's got a tight hold on the enlightened meatheads.
Dude, Maron's disdain.
It's not disdain. It's reasonable criticism.
Reasonable criticism.
Yeah.
When was the last time you spoke with him?
I don't know. That's a good question. I guess it would have been at the store. I never talked to him in Austin. I don't go into the club. I don't really think I'm on his radar. So
something tells me you are.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, something
tells me you are.
I don't it's weird that you get lumped into a certain thing, and maybe it's my assumption that his army of healthy fellas.
Is that their title? Army of Healthy Fellas is so good.
You just got to, got to stay in, keep the machine.
The machine's got to be good.
Yeah.
That's a shot at Bert. Go ahead.
What do you think the Austin shelf life is going to be?
Well, I don't know. I think that it's so effectively tribalized at this point. It really comes down to material. I mean, at what point, it's like whatever they represented in terms of policy. And it's not a stretch. It's like they won. Trans people are frightened. They have no ability to get health care anymore. And they're afraid of being alive and have no freedom left. So that's done. When do you stop with the jokes?
When do you stop with the jokes?
And like immigrants, okay, well, they're being ripped away from their homes, and they're all terrified, and okay, so that's done. When do you stop with the jokes?
Right.
I mean, it's one thing to pick on the vulnerable and the marginalized, but I mean, they're down.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're down.
Why do you got to keep hitting them unless you're a hack? Now there's a question.
Wow, Marc.
He comes in swinging.
Yeah.
No, so I don't know the last time I talked to Joe. People for a while were like, why don't you go on Joe's show? And my answer to that is like, why?
Why? Right. Well,
it
doesn't service you.
Well, no, I don't need him, and also there's no way for me to what am I going to talk to him about? And there's no way for me to sort of not walk out of there and be like, all right, I guess I'll look at my phone. Oh, fuck. How long is this going to go on for?
Right.
But it's like Martin Luther King and Malcolm X made me meeting at one point. Don't you think? Let's go historical with it.
Say it again.
Malcolm X and Martin Luther King meeting. They met at one point.
Yeah.
Well, that's right. And
pioneers of the civil rights movement.
Which one is Malcolm X and which one's Martin Luther King?
Martin Luther King.
I don't really think
that's not Martin Luther.
The analogy doesn't work.
No.
He's
so bad at analogies. Let him keep going with this. It's going to get funnier as it goes on.
Yeah. Okay. Let me go with more analogies.
He's like, this is if Hitler's and Goebbels had to hang out off the work site.
Why, one of those is right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you got half that analogy.
Okay, yeah.
See,
Marc, why could you just once support me? You know what I mean? With an analogy.
Shut up.
But that was just wrong. It brought race into it in a very profound way.
Yeah.
And I would.
Mine was angled and funny and distant. It went somewhere else.
Yeah, I think on one side of that, there's a guy that's aggressively fighting for the civil rights of victimized white people. God knows they've had it hard enough for a long enough time. But
has Joe asked you?
No.
Oh,
here's a better angle.
Adam used to go like, "Hey, what?" And I'm like, "No, why?"
Well, because it's interesting being someone like us on the outside of it and watching you.
Oh, you got 1 foot in, baby.
Well, yeah, it's right up your ass.
Yeah, that's the other foot.
I think what it is for me is I would love to see you guys chat, but I'd love to see you guys chat in neither of your arenas. It would be the only way it'd be legit. Because if you have to go to his show, not going to work.
Very good.
He has to go to your house, not going to work. You guys would have to do this thing.
It's like setting up a mob meeting here.
No, seriously.
They should do it here.
Moderated.
You should do it here at Bad Friends.
They should do it here.
It would piss both of them off so fucking much.
Yeah.
Look at the art behind them.
I know.
It would just be of us.
This would be good. Neutral ground.
But you do have to understand something. I have known Joe since he started.
Yeah.
I mean, literally since he first set foot on stage.
In Boston.
I was there.
Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember my initial issues where there was another guy, Kevin Flynn, who's out of the game. And he was like a soccer jock. And at that time, Joe was like a regional kickboxing champion. And my initial reaction was like, what are these guys doing here? This isn't for them.
All right.
It's like Louis once said to me years ago when Jay Moore started in New York when he was like 17. He's like, it's not for them. It's not for the good looking guys. It's not for the jocks. This is for us rejects, us guys who don't fit in. That's what comedy was. Right?
By the way, was Jay Moore that good looking? Am I crazy?
He was cute back then.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, but let's be honest. Let's go back to the truth tree then. Marc Maron is a good-looking guy.
Not always. I was
Marc
a little
Maron,
sweaty.
You're a dude. Why are you getting TV shows every fucking second, man?
And we'll get to
Not
that.
for my looks.
We'll get to that in a second.
It is. There's competition. There's your face. I've seen you on screen.
No, he's a handsome guy. It's annoying.
You have great angles on your face.
When you were young.
Now.
Yes, you're right. You matured. When you were young, you were hideous. You were a hideous man to look at.
I was sweaty and bloated and long hair. But getting back to Joe, look, I imagine.
All right.
Sex machine, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, that was okay.
Ladies, who's that? That's a hot.
But look, I really couldn't land on a look, could I?
Yeah.
God, you really rotated. Now go to the Comedy Central photo down below.
Yeah.
Awful.
That was a bad night.
I mean, this is what anti-Semites dream of.
No, that's not quite. That's not quite a full Jew. I would say full Jew. Look at the one of me and Sam Kennison. That is me at my drugged out fucking best.
Wait,
wow. What a legendary photo.
That's such a good photo.
What a crazy! I was out of my mind.
I know.
Out of my mind. Everything had a reason.
Was that at Crest Hill?
That was.
Did you live in Crest Hill?
That was. Yeah, I did. That was in the back lot.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Was that Fitz? Was that you and a young Fitz?
Yeah. That was in Boston. Me and Fitz. Yeah.
Look at that, dude.
Oh my God, dude.
I've never seen this photo. Look at how jacked Fitz looks.
Wow.
Yeah. And then up there on the where's that one of me and Dave Cross in the red shirt? Dave Cross. It was probably in the mid '90s. Yeah. Hey.
Oh my God. Dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that night for the Comedy Central, the first half hours, I fucked it, man. It was so sad, dude, because I got out here. I wasn't living out here, and I was still doing coke then, right? And I had one guy who would get me the blow here, right? And it was you remember Bob Baker?
Oh yeah,
sure. Bob Baker.
Bob Baker, dude.
I couldn't trust Chewy, but Baker had other connections. You know,
Chewy had other connections.
Chewy,
House of Blues, you can get in there for free.
Yeah, but nonetheless, I don't know what happened to Baker, but he wasn't a dealer. But he was here, and I would say like I'm coming out, try to get some. So I was really dead set on like trying to keep clean before that special, and I thought I did. Because I was like, I'll just do a little the night before, but I'll stop at like 6 at night, and but needless to say, I didn't sleep much and I tanked. I didn't tank, but it was not good. It was the same. That was like the same night that Hedberg, whether it was that night or the night after, did the special that made him.
Yeah.
But he didn't do well either, but he was him.
I was at that special.
Yeah. That was at the Ivy.
He bombed so bad.
Well,
yeah.
And he talks about it.
Marc Maron's new special, Panicked, is coming out, so he's been making the rounds and basically trashing everyone. Hell, he even trashed Theo Von in his special. And we all knew that the Rogan trashing was going to come. And a trashing of the Rogansphere. Like I said, he trashed Theo in his special, and he considers Theo part of the Rogansphere, but Bert Kreischer got a trashing here. Maron and the Rogan feud goes back so far. It goes back before you can even, like I know a lot of people are against Rogan for his politics, but the feud goes back even before then. I think not only does Marc Maron not like Rogan and his opinions, I think he doesn't respect his stand-up. I bet you Maron regards Rogan as a stool humper, because Rogan quite literally is a stool humper on stage. But he also considers him a hack. He called Rogan and all of his friends hacks. I don't think Maron likes that whole Rogansphere of, well, let's keep it real. The Rogansphere is just a bunch of rich kids who turn stand-ups, and I think Maron thinks if those guys had to come up when he came up, none of them would have made it. They probably would have never got on like network deals or anything. That's probably just his thoughts on it. But, I mean, Maron's been coming hard lately. Both barrels blazing. But him and that Rogan feud has literally been going on for years. In fact, Maron, he stopped really doing. He would go live on Instagram and trash Rogan, and I would make videos about it. So he stopped doing it, and specifically said, "I have to watch out what I'm saying because there's a guy here who records him and puts him on YouTube." So, but I wonder why he said he had to stop. I don't know, but he called Rogan a hack. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.